cool. Like I said, if he's here, we just gonna
I'm
stop
about to say, yeah,
that
he could,
conversation, get the interview out. You know.
he could just hop in as this. But yo, back at it, man. Boxing Talk 14 with a great fight card coming up this weekend. Fight cards coming up this weekend, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Tomorrow, man, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, and Teofimo Lopez, Arnold Barboza. Then on May 3rd, Saturday, you got your Canelo Alvarez and William Skull. We're going to get into that because people don't really know too much about Skull. But then, obviously, you got Jamie Munguia. He's trying to get his get back. We got big ass Bacoli and a big ass Jog with two big ass Africans in there about to go at it, man. So it's gonna be a good fight weekend. Then on Sunday you got Naoya Inoue. He coming to defend his undisputed titles versus Roman Cardonis, I think his name is. So it's gonna be a good fight night, man. Fight weekend. Cardonis, people thinking, he a slouch for Inoue too. We're gonna get into that. He like 26-1. So he ain't no bum. He definitely ain't no bum if you're looking at his record. So yeah, man, just kind of getting into it tomorrow night, man. It's on and popping. People been kind of waiting on this card. We got our main event, Rolly Romero versus Ryan Garcia. Obviously, these two got a past. They known each other damn near their whole lives. Now they finally in the ring in a pro game. How you feel about it?
The Ryan Rolly John. Uh, Mind you, this is a good fight. This is a fight even where I low key had picked Rolly. Or Rolly was like I said, if he was a little bit less civilized and kind of come at you aggressive and don't care, kind of like how that sparring match went. I think he could really win. He kind of talking like he is gonna bring that back. I think it's gonna be probably the fight of the night. Uh, I gotta go with Ryan. Uh, I think the person who landed a big shot and hurt the other person first probably gonna win. Uh, and I think that's most likely gonna be Ryan Garcia. And he with Derek James, good coach. He familiar with him, so he a little bit more comfortable. Uh, it's good he get to go back with him. So now they get to sharpen up again, and like I said, even get to work on even more what they was working on, and just come back a better fighter. It seemed like he learned his lesson a little bit more mature now. You know, I definitely expect Ryan Garcia to put on the show. I even expect Rolly to put on the show. Win, lose or draw. I think he gonna put on the show. I don't got him winning, but I definitely don't think he just gonna lay down. I think it's gonna be some good moments in that fight. It's gonna be some explosive moments in that fight, and like I said, I think Rolly definitely gonna do his thing. And he gonna come out. He gonna come out aggressive. He gonna come out going right at Ryan, I believe. But Ryan is a natural counter puncher, and we know he gonna counter with that left hook. So like I said, I don't think Rolly just gonna get hit with it and just be done. But like I said, I think it'll be a lot of explosive moments. But I gotta go Ryan by knockout. I'm gonna go like 6-8. I think it's gonna be a short, explosive fight. Possibly an explosive 6 rounds, explosive 7 rounds. Like I said, I'm gonna go 6-8. I don't think it's gonna be too long. I don't think it's gonna be too short. It's gonna be right in the middle, and it's gonna be explosive, and somebody getting knocked out. And I'm gonna go Ryan Garcia by knockout.
Yeah, man, I'm feeling the same way as far as Garcia getting a win. I keep saying, like, every time I kind of talk about this fight, man, somebody going down, man. Whether it's Ryan or Rolly, somebody hitting the canvas. I feel like I do think it's gonna be Rolly this time around. Not saying Ryan can't go down in between that, but as far as who gonna get the knockout in the fight, I do think it's gonna be Ryan, man. I just think he the sharper fighter, the faster fighter. Um, and I think Rolly punched a little wide for me, and I think that left hook gonna fit right up in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, Rolly, he got some, he got some power, man. He throwing some heat. So if he crack Ryan in the right spot, man, and obviously we done seen Ryan go down before, multiple times. In a couple fights, Luke Campbell, obviously,
Yeah.
Tank,
I ain't
obviously.
gonna lie though. You know what's
Uh,
crazy though? That wild hook that you speak of, that's what Campbell hit him with. He hit him with a wild ass hook though that dropped him. He dropped him pulling back. Uh, who knows, man? You get to pull him back. Who knows? You might could get one up in there. That was a younger Ryan. He still pulled back, not as much, but he still pulled back though. But uh, I think he's gonna have a good high guard defense because he back with Derrick James. Derrick James, he real fundamental. He from here with it. He not too flashy, so he should go back to fundamental defense. Definitely don't try that shoulder roll shit. Because Rolly for gonna have a chance to win again if you gave him that shoulder roll. But uh, like I said, I can't go against Ryan in this fight. Uh, Outside of the fact that, like I said, I think he just gonna win the fight. He just more talented. He started boxing as a kid, like a 7, 8, 9 time national champion. You know, he just more talented, he explosive, probably faster, hit harder, more experienced, and more talented. It's kind of hard to go against all of that.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough fight for both guys. I do think Rolly is Rolly obviously a threat in there. I do think he is a strong guy, and obviously we already talked about his power. So I do think he can make it tough in there for Ryan. If he, especially if he get in the trenches a little bit.
Yeah,
So I mean, we're gonna see, man.
I
But
think my friend to cut you off, but I
no,
was
yeah,
gonna say I think he's gonna be tough early. I think Rolly gonna press him early, just kind of like press Tank. I think he gonna surprise Ryan because he went that Tank pretty fundamental. Had a nice good defense, kept his hands up, was just walking him down with the jab, a nice hard jab. And it was kind of surprising how good he was doing and how fundamental he was fighting in that fight. And Tank, he had to get his shit together a little bit. And Tank even said, he really, he cracked and he definitely felt the power. And I think, like I said, and mind you, Ryan, his IQ not as high as Tank, his defense not as good as Tank, and he a good counter puncher, but he not as good as a counter puncher as Tank. So who knows? He might can't figure that out like a Tank Davis. That might be enough to do it, to just walk him down with a strong, good jab. And like I say, and even when Tank was throwing his shots, Rolly had some pretty nice counters in there with the right hand. Just like I always say, that little invisible line. Broly was doing that a little bit. Like, I'm cool with boxing you, walking to you, throwing hard shots, but whenever you try, get crazy, I'm gonna have a nice little shot for you. So who knows if he could, fight with, like I said, so he probably could surprise Ryan. And
yeah.
Ryan not Tank, so it might not take him as much time to, figure it out, or he might not figure it out at all. Because who knows if you fight like that, and Brody fight going downhill, if Ryan don't hurt him, it's gonna be a hard fight to win, honestly. If we're gonna be honest, because Ryan don't got the catch, slip, roll. He don't really got the good footwork to get out the way and box around you and all that. He ain't really got that for all crazy. So it's like if you're not landing them good shots, it might be hard for him to just win rounds, just like win more rounds if he not hurting Rolly.
No, yeah, motherfucking yeah. I mean,
This if Rolly fighting going downhill, like how he was fighting Tank. If he don't give a fuck, cause mind you, Tank hit hard. He still didn't care. He was fighting going downhill. He didn't give no. He didn't give no. He didn't care. If he start the fight off like that, going downhill, and you not hurting him while he walking to you like that, he probably gonna be winning the rounds.
yeah, motherfucking Rolly. I mean, I'm excited to see these guys go at it, man. They shit talking. I watched that sit down with them. That
Yeah,
shit was a
yeah,
little.
yeah.
So we gonna see, man. That's gonna be a good ass fight. Whole card, man. You get because we got Devin Haney next up against the tough Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that too. Not about that fight. How you feel about when, like when people be like asking Devin Haney shit? You feel like they be being funny, or you feel like they be being legit? Like, remember when we used to watch this when you watched the sit down, and he basically said something to Dev like I know you got to work on that left hook. He said something defending that left. He said something, and Dev chuckled, and Till was like, "You gonna let him talk to you like that?" And I feel like all the interviews been like pulling that out, like basically just blatantly telling them, like, "Yeah, bro, you don't know how to defend the left hook," and like they like blatantly saying it without blatantly saying it. Like, you feel like they be being funny, or you feel like it's legit type shit? Cause like I
No,
said, now it's getting to the point where it's like they saying this shit like they know this for a fact. Like, yeah, Devin. So I know you in the leg trying to learn how to finally block that left hook. Like, whoa. they saying it too blunt now. Like, and I'm like, yo, is y'all being funny? Even Tio had to say something like, yo, don't let him talk to you like that. And that's when Dad was like, yo, shut up. But Tio was, I felt the same way because I'm like, I don't know. That's kind of I don't know if he being funny or if he being serious.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like they being funny, but since it was in the fight with Ryan, I think it was just so crazy how it landed like that. You know, they dropped him almost every time. Now they just on his ass. You feel me? And then you got a fighter that's coming up. You about to fight with a good left hook. So now it's like,
Because usually, because they're not even asking them like, yeah, you lost the fight. I mean, well, it was controversial, not a controversial, but you had the fight with Ryan Garcia. We know you in the lab working on your flaws. Like, how you gonna come out against Jose? Like, it's not even getting asked like that though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, duh, he got hit with the left hook, but it's better ways to say it. Like, it's better ways to be like, I know you in the gym working on your flaws,
yeah,
trying to become a better fighter. Like, y'all,
they just bring up literally specifically
like,
left hook. Yeah, I know what you're
it's
saying.
like I said, it's getting to the point where that shit. I don't know. I'm like, yo, Dad. Like I said, he real composed. Cause I'm like, yo, is y'all being funny right now? Or is y'all? Cause I fuck with Dad. So I'm like, is y'all asking my man to dish? Cause he real life on business time, and like he really sitting down in his interview. Like, don't try. And that even Bill Haney felt the way about the interviewer. And I was kind of on the interviewer side actually when Bill Haney was going at him like that.
Or that last time, like a few months,
Yeah.
like a month ago.
But I was only on his side just cause I was just going off life shit, and I was just going off. That's not enough for somebody to let a grown man talk to him like that. So it was just on some like even if the question was what's the name, you can't keep like why the mic here telling me how I ain't shit and all that because like I still you. So it's like we can't keep doing that. But for the most part, Bill had a point, and like I said, Teal had a point. Like yo, I'm like yo, y'all being funny. Stop asking that better. Cause y'all actually that too rude and blatant for me. It just started questions off like I know even I can hit you with the left hook. Like, have you been working on it? Like, whoa,
That's how they be doing it though. I ain't gonna lie. That's definitely how they do it. Because you don't
that's
even
how
have to say bring left hook up at all.
like that's how that shit started to sound to me. Like, obviously they ain't getting that disrespectful, but that's how that shit starting to sound. Like they getting more and more comfortable with. Like I said, it just get more blatantly asked, even ruder and ruder every time you get asked the question.
That nigga talking about the link ain't working, man. I feel like I sent them the live one though. I don't think I ain't sent them the old one. But anyway, it's the point
I
though.
was gonna say, ask him if you could do that joint tomorrow.
That nigga said I did ask him for Friday, but he talking about before 7. But I can't make no guarantees that I could be ready before 7. You know, just with work and shit.
I can't neither.
Yeah. No, I did ask him for I did ask him for tomorrow though. He said before 7 though. So I'm like,
Yeah, cause he kind of late right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
ah.
I usually be down, but they got me on the early shift. It be
Yeah, they got you on that boy.
I got to catch 3 buses and I gotta be there about 9. So I be getting up like 6:30.
Oh yeah, you get up as yeah early as fuck to get down there type shit.
And try to get out the crib like 7:30.
Right. Trying to see if it works. No man, but Devin Haney and Ramirez, man, I think it's a good fight. Honestly, I think it's a
Good
good fight.
fight. Uh, honestly, it's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. It can be a good fight, but it could be easy though. Uh, if Devin come out here and make a long story short, I think it's gonna be easy if Devin really not thinking about what happened in the past. If mind you, that's easier said than done. But if he truly on some, like I said, I'm not worried about that. I fix my flaws. I'm gonna get that get back when the time come. And like I said, he not gonna be hesitant in there. And like I said, he gonna be able to not react all crazy every time he get hit flush. Cause that's what I'm really looking for. Cause he gonna get hit. He gonna get hit. But sometimes when fighters get knocked out, they react off getting hit like how they didn't before. Like bro, you used to be able to take a shot. Like that was a knockout punch that knocked you out, or you just was in there with a superior fighter who just beating you up. Everybody not like that. Now it's like anytime anybody you fight hits you, your body just react how it never did before you got knocked out. So it's like if he could be on that type time and he mentally there, he could make this shit look easy. This shit could be Haney versus Regis for real, for real. He that good, and mind you, Jose that good too, but he was that good in his day. I wouldn't even be mad if you thought in his prime he was better than Devin Haney, and you thought if they was to match up in their prime, he'd stop him. I wouldn't even be mad at that thought process. But in 2025, this could be Regis and Haney if he's mentally right. Because Devin still got all the skills. He still got good feet. Still got a fast jab. He's still fast, period. He still got a good right hand that got some pop on it. Still, so it's like, still got the twitchiness, still got the reflexes. All that's still there, bro. You just got to, like I said, get your game plan together, fix these flaws. And if you're mentally right, this could be Regis versus Devin Haney. If you're not mentally right, this could be a tough fight. And I think he could still win, even if you're not mentally right. It'll just be a tough one. But if you're not mentally right, this could be a good 50-50 fight. But honestly, if that right, this shit gonna be easy to be, in my opinion. If he mentally all the way right, this shit gonna be easy. That's just my opinion.
Right. No, yeah, man. I fuck with Dev, man. I think he got the. I think he's going to win the fight. Just to put that out there, I definitely think he's gonna win the fight. I think his skills are just a little bit better than Ramirez at this point in their careers. Well, just overall, but I definitely think he just the better fighter at this point in their careers.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, man, I expect Devin to go out there and get a unanimous decision and really, kind of make it. I expect him to make it look easy, man. Really put on a boxing lesson for real.
Yeah.
But
Like I said, if he
again, it's a high
mentally
level
right,
guy.
like I said, he just gotta be mentally right. If he mentally right, shit gonna be easy money. Shit gonna be over at the 5 rounds. You gonna know how this shit gonna look at the 4 or 5 rounds if he all the way there. But like I said, that's different. I ain't saying I never got my ass whipped before. I did, but I ain't never got my ass whipped in front of that many people before. So you know that's different. Like this shit happened in front of millions watching,
Man.
thousands in attendance. Like I said, I didn't took my ass whoopings, but not in front of a million motherfuckers. So
The
you know.
privacy here, nigga.
It probably would be harder to get over if only the people in the gym watch it. If it wasn't only them 15 to 20 people, it'd probably be hard to get over if it was 15 million instead of 15
Man.
people. So I would like to assume it would have been, but like I said, that's different. That's something that can mentally, and we all see it. That's why the phrase is he gonna be gun shy? But like I said, if he not gun shy, because to be honest with you, I obviously he got hit with the left hook all crazy. But I still think that's not why he lost. I still think he lost because of the game plan he chose to fight. I still don't think he lost just because that left hand was so superior he couldn't do nothing with it.
Right.
I think
That that that's what it damn near came down to, man. The left hand was he wasn't ready for it, bro. That's what it just was. That's just the fact of the fight, man. He wasn't ready for it. I'm ready for the rematch, man. What that rematch
But it
look
was
like?
like you was never going to be. But that's what I'm saying. You was never going to be ready. Just going at bro. Tank didn't. Bro, Tank fought him off his fucking back foot, bro. Nobody just went at Ryan. Tank didn't just go at Ryan. That was a back, bro. He was on his back foot, knocking him down, bro.
Yeah, but why would I go at the puncher?
Even when he
Even
even
when
when he
I'm a fighter.
dropped him the second time, he went to go stop him, but he was fighting backwards and then hitting with a body shot. Didn't win at him. So it's like
That boy pressing the puncher.
even the nigga who got the highest knockout percentage did not fight going downhill. He fought off his back foot. So how you not gonna be a bro? Even he knew it's gonna be dumb to fight go right at this kid with that left hook. So that's why I don't think it's about the left hook because it's about the game plan. It's like Tank didn't have to worry about it because he didn't give him a chance to be able to pull it out. Because if you fight him off his back foot, you being a counter puncher. Now what you gotta do? You gotta set that left hook up. You can't just counter me with it. You gotta set it up. And he not the best at that. Ryan is a natural counter puncher himself. So it's like I said, I still think it's the game plan, and I feel like that's gonna prove me right in the rematch.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm ready for. That rematch.
I think he going because, like I said, man, nobody went out there and just try to go right at Ryan Garcia. You know, not at least none of the high level motherfuckers. Like you probably had some B sides that went out there and tried to, pull off a
Press
crazy,
him out.
yeah, pull off a crazy upset. But even Tink, that guy with the most power, showed you that like I'm not even trying to press this young boy like that. Even when he fought Roly, not even trying to press this young boy like that. There's certain people he fought that like he careful. Like he know who to respect. He know who power to respect and all that. And that didn't. Shit, it just come down to that. That come down to IQ. That's all that was. That's why I was mad about that fight. I was not mad about the left hook because, like I said, I don't think my whole thing was I thought you was way smarter than that. That was the most disappointing thing for me about that. Not the skills. He's like I said, he still do everything supremely good. He's still a gifted fighter. I still think he's gonna be world champion one day again and go down in the Hall of Fame. But that's what's most disappointing. I thought your IQ was 10 times better than what I seen that night. Because from what I seen back then, you was a smart young stud. Like you was on that Shakur Stevenson shit where y'all was on, like I said, y'all skipped the pretty boy phase. Y'all went straight to the money May phase. Like, no, y'all not hitting me. And it's like to see you like the IQ not be that was just crazy. But we gonna find out eventually though.
Especially after that first knockdown, that Nate probably felt like he had to get his get back.
Yeah, and like I said, that's the only good part from it is he showed his heart because a lot of people when you fight like that and you really get touched, a lot of people assume that you're not the toughest. But for the most part, that's really how it be. Because you only get hit like that. So when shit do get dark, like Adrian Broner, for the most part, every fight that got dark, he really couldn't prevail with it because he real talented. Like, but he wasn't built for that type of fight. So it'd be like that for even the most talented guys. But Devin not one of them. He was definitely built for all that hype shit. But like I said, it's not too many. A lot of fighters gonna say like, "I'm willing to die in there." It's not too many occasions where they gonna actually have a chance to actually show you though. And I ain't gonna lie, if a fighter gonna be like, you mean I hope I never gotta show you that. But like I said, there's not too many occasions where a fighter gonna can show you. Dev showed me that night. Like I die in this joint, bro. I check out right here, right now. I'm cool with that. And like I said, you just don't get it. Even David Benavidez getting hurt and coming back with a 6-7 punch combination. Like I said, we think Canelo might take advantage, but that's why we love him. He'll die in there. He always gonna look for trouble. That's just how he built.
Motherfucking Kenny Sims, it looked like that's who Devin was been sparring for the camp and shit.
That's a good sparring partner. That's a good sparring partner.
That's a great, yeah, good sparring for a great sparring for
Yeah.
motherfucking then Tiafimo, man. Tiafimo Barboza, man. My man Tiafimo keep popping up with these damn masks on, man.
He on some Kanye shit.
I don't know what tip he on, man. He keep popping up with these masks on, and you know what
Yeah.
I mean. But he looked ready in good shape.
No,
Obviously,
he
you
about to
know what I
put on the
mean.
show. He about to steal the show for real.
And they got him fighting. Well, not first, but like first on the big card.
Yeah, he about to steal the show. The only reason I say that is because no matter how many fights we say, like a lot of all these fights is good, but in real life, if Devin Haney mentally right, it might not be a good fight. He really, like I said, is gonna look like Regis. If Ryan really all the way right,
Fucking
My fault. The sirens was coming. But if Ryan all the way right, he might knock Rolly out in 6 to 8. Like I said, it's only one person that I perceive like a true threat. Like even if the other person is right, he's still a real threat type shit. And it's really Tio and Barboza. That's why I think he's gonna steal the show. Cause he got the realest chance to pull off the upset to me. That's the most fight. That's the fight with the most substance on the card. And just like how boxing is, of course, the fights with the most substances, wouldn't be the main event or the co-main event. Cause that's just how boxing is. That's why Conor Ben and them just sold 620K pay-per-view buys, the same as two top 10 fighters that's going in the Hall of Fame one day. But that's just how it works. The fight that's most important with the most substance, it's gonna be on the bottom. So that's the fight with the most substance.
Right for a title, yeah. So
That's and that, but that's the fight where even if Tio right, he's Barboza still can have a good enough game plan where he can beat you. I don't see Ramirez and Rolly beating Ryan or Haney if them two is right. I still see a world where Barboza can pull this off because he's still an educated fighter. He's real fundamental, got a good jab, got good feet, good counter puncher. He don't make dumb mistakes in the ring. He make you work for everything. Uh, he pretty accurate. Uh, he a dog too. He'll fight it out if it gotta be that way. Uh, but like I said, that's a real fight. But mind you, with all that being said, Teal gonna make it look easy though. You feel me? With all that being said, he gonna make it look easy because of all these great things I just said about Barboza. That's why he gonna make it look easy. I just think that when it's a threat, I just think fighters just know who to play with and who not to play with. That's just how I feel. You know, like I said, you got some fighters who they Michael Jordan every night, and that's what make them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the pound for pound list. But then you got fighters like Tio, and even a guy like Boots who might not look the best against that guy. And like I said, that's why they not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yet. But because like I said, they gotta be Jordan every night. But when it's them bad boys Pistons, they gonna be Jordan for sure.
no man, Tio man, I think he gonna look good. I ain't gonna lie. I like Barboza, and he done had a great couple fights. Last 2, 3 fights been looking good.
Yeah.
A couple of them been tough fights, but he been looking good nonetheless.
The
Uh,
Ramirez joint was pretty. It was tough, but to
yeah,
me,
cause he fought Jose. Yeah, shit.
it was tough only because people really fuck with that aggressive shit a lot in boxing. So the scorecards made it tough. But to me, he boxed good as shit in that fight. Like I like the boxing shit. He won like 9-3 to me. But like I said, Ramirez was fighting downhill a lot in that fight. So you know how people be. He was the one coming forward. That's why Shock got robbed because that was everybody dumbass excuse was he was the one being the aggressor. So because of that, they was like, yeah, this is a close, good fight. That I thought, but he really boxed the shit out of him for real. So, just like the Pitbull and Ryo fight, it was a split decision win. It was a close win because he was the aggressor. But in real life, Ryo boxed the shit out of him for real. So it's like split decision 7-5 my ass. He really boxed circles around Buddy. But like I said, because people on that, he coming forward, the aggressive shit, that's gonna win you a couple rounds that you probably shouldn't have got.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah, it be that's why so that boxing judging be so subjective, man. It be depending on what style they like,
yeah,
man.
and now that's why people damn near like I said. I guess back then there was more boxing, but right now, like I said, right now they leaning towards that downhill shit. Like they really leaning. That's why they say Bivol lost.
Motherfucking fine pressure better be.
That's what they going with. All the big fights, that's what they going with. They saying he was the aggressor. He the one that was making the fight. He was the one that was coming forward, trying to do this, trying to do that. But it's like, bro, you ain't seeing him missing and like getting countered. I mean, my man boxing circles around him, hitting him with the jab whenever he wanted to. Like, it's a thing called back foot fighting. Like, what the fuck they teach that for? Then if the aggressor gonna always win, we might as well just teach only front foot fighting. Then Niggas say that to me. I'm like, damn. So like, you might as well not, especially if you're a fighter. Like I tell niggas, you might as well just not go in the gym and work on your back foot. Then like, but that's how it be though. So and that's how I think Rolly could beat Ryan. You got a fight going downhill. They gonna think you real aggressive, and like I said, you got real power. You got that. Got a good jab. You got fighting how you fight Tank. Don't give a fuck about the power and just go right at him. And like I said, he actually won at him smart. Tank just so good where he only needs you to fuck up one or two times and that's enough.
Yeah,
He actually fought him smart as shit. He fight him going downhill like that, and Ryan not hitting you with them big shots, or even if he is hitting you with them big shots, if your body not moving a certain way when you get hit with them, and shit, he not hurting you, so you probably gonna be winning the rounds.
fucking man, I'm so ready for that fight, dog. Cause I just think Rolly funny as hell, bro. I just think he got to just, I don't know, man. I'm ready for that shit.
He about to come out here and like I said, Rolly can steal the show, man. I'm trying, man. Rolly, man, I really want to pick him. I ain't even gonna lie, like I really want to pick him, man. It's just so much shit going against him. But Ryan just more experienced, more talented, might be more definitely faster. I ain't gonna say definitely the stronger puncher, but he might be. I'm gonna say he might be because Rolly is cracking. But he definitely faster, he definitely more talented, and he definitely more experienced. Like I said, with the power, he might even be more faster. But like I said, still a might. Rolly might. I mean, with the power, he might even hit harder, but it's still a might. So that's just too many things going against him. But that fighting downhill shit though, that should do overwhelm talent though. But like I said, he seen this on camera. Like my man really showed y'all. Like I really was getting busy on Buddy for real. You just got a fight going downhill and not care. Cause even then he was getting hit with some left hooks in that joint. Niggas only showed the Ryan part because Rolly wasn't really that for real. Ryan was the star, so everybody was going at Ryan. But if you watch the whole thing, Ryan was getting his left hooked in there. But as long as your body don't move all crazy and you're not dropping and all that, and you still going at him right after that shit, man. Like I said, it's gonna be hard for Ryan to win these rounds.
Yeah, man. Nonetheless, I got Ryan in that bitch. I think he gonna get that dick. I do think, I think Rolly gonna make it a good one, but we'll see, man. Then motherfucking Saturday, man, Canelo, and
Even
Williams
though I
score.
picked Ryan,
Said
if
what?
Rolly win, I'm gonna feel like I called the upset anyway. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Man,
Even though I got Ryan though, but I'm so confident in Rolly, I really want to pick him, but I ain't gonna do it though.
motherfucking Canelo and Williams score, man. Uh, Decent card. I don't know the first couple fights. I only know like the main card, obviously with McGee and Bacoli and shit.
Yeah, I know you
Uh,
had told me you had Skull pulling that off.
man,
I know you had told me something like that from the man.
I disagree, my man. I disagree with that statement, dog. You on some bullshit, but you think I said that?
Oh, bro,
I
changed his pick.
Man, I got Canelo by murdering that bitch. Even though I'm hoping Williams Cole not no like just like he just go out there and just let him win. I hope he coming out there to fight. From what I seen, like the little highlights I seen, he do go out there, give a good fight. But he ain't been fighting nobody, obviously. So I mean, he I don't know. I think it's gonna be a crazy like wake up call because he's stepping in from nobody to the top motherfucker in the world.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be crazy wake up call. But I mean, I'm hoping he just hold his own, man. I want him to just make it a good fight. If you gotta fight him, make it a good fight.
No, that's facts though. You gotta
Cause that
fight,
nigga,
buddy.
you gotta throw punches at the man. Don't go out there and survive.
Then you got your man Bacolioli.
And your
Bacoli.
and your Jogba, them boys, two big Africans, man. Them boys is huge, dog. I seen them facing off today. They was going at it. I like the fight. Both big punchers. Bacoli, we already know what he coming with. Jog, but he got a again a nice right hand. I don't know. I'm picking Bacoli. I ain't saying I don't know who my pick is.
Yeah.
I'm picking Bacoli.
But Cody
Even
like
with
background.
yeah,
But
he
Cody like
exactly.
background. You see him fight once. And you know it's crazy. We actually did. Then he lost by first round knockout. We still don't give a fuck. That's still not enough. We actually, and I ain't gonna lie, like he got knocked out like 3 rounds. So people probably wasn't like, bro, the fight was super fast. But if you watch that fight, them little counters he was going for and all that, he was still touching him. He still was able to get them off. And I was watching that shit like, yo, this is a scary sight when he in shape, yo.
Man, that nigga.
And he was
I
starting to
just
touch him
man,
even more and more. And I ain't gonna lie, he was starting to touch him more and more. And like,
and man, people don't man. Despite the power and the speed he got for being so big, bro, the nigga is super accurate, bro. Bro, like when I watched the Jared highlights back, bro. Every time Jared moving his head, it ain't like Jared was not standing on the line. He wasn't sitting his head on the line. He was moving his head, and everywhere his head moved, the punch came right
no,
there.
that's what, yo, I was literally saying. People kept saying, even he said I kept moving straight back, bro. You got hit with the up. On the up, you literally ducked down. Like you didn't even go backwards. He literally met you on the way down. Like what the fuck?
Like, bro, it's like he knew what you was already about to do, bro, and he threw the punch at the same time. Like he know how to pick his shots perfect, dog. Like everywhere Jared moved his head, he try to slip. If you slip that bitch, another one coming. Bow. I'm like, bro, this nigga sweet as hell, man.
Bro,
He's super accurate, man, with that power and that speed, man. I mean,
that's it.
you think Magia got this? You gonna get the rematch? I think he
Yeah.
get the rematch, man.
I ain't gonna lie though. He got Bull was losing, but that right hand knocked him out with. He was looking for that right hand in that fight a lot. He just wasn't able to get it. That was the one shot he was sitting down on. He got it a couple times clean. And you see the power on it. Mind you, you ain't see that power on it when it knocked him out, but you definitely seen that was the one shot that he was looking for and that had the power on it that he was sitting down on. And he really found that shit and knocked him out with it. Like, but Jamie got comfortable in that fight. You know, he was winning, and he already not the best defender. So when you get comfortable, you're already not the best defender. You become an even worse defender. You're already not that. You already don't make people like. It's not hard to hit you already, even when you fresh and on your shit. So if you getting comfortable or lackadaisical in moments, you know, the hole's really gonna open up.
No, yeah, man. I mean, what the fuck?
I got Munguia though, man. We getting this
Yeah,
shit back.
I got Mungia. I think he'll come out a lot more aggressive, just because he know that was a fluke. But I do think the other guy's a lot more confident now. Obviously, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
Uh,
I think he still got to knock him out though. Like it's still gonna be out to
yeah,
outpoint
yeah,
him.
yeah. Facts, facts. You got to knock him out again to even get the win on the cards. You,
He gonna
you go to decision, you cook. Don't let, yeah, you cook.
Cause he don't throw his hands enough anyway to even he gonna get out hustled. On top of Munguia is a better fighter. He just got see that's another instant right there.
Shit,
Bless you.
right.
That's another instant. You know you could lose to somebody not
Shit.
who not better than you. Bless you.
Right.
So it's like, and that was an instant right there. He lost to somebody, even though you knocked him out. If you was to ask me tomorrow, is he better? Is he a better fighter than Jay Munguia? I'm gonna say no. But he beat him. But I'm still gonna say no.
Yeah,
You
literally.
could lose to a fighter that's that's less talented than you. It happens all the time.
No, yeah, literally. So I mean, I know Mungia gonna get his get back. I'm expecting him to at least. So we gonna see, man. That's a good card too. I'm really excited for Bacoli and the Jog, but I think they're gonna steal the show since people already know what they expecting from Canelo.
Yeah,
So then of course Sunday, man, the monster back. The monster back in the U.S. I think they fight in Vegas.
yeah,
He got Ramon Cardenas. He is 26-1, 14 knockouts. From what we know, the last interview we did with our guy Zach Spiller, man, he said he know Cardenas, and he said obviously from what he said, that's his man's. He gonna tell us he a great fighter, but I mean, got a great record. I gotta see something from him though. I gotta see something.
Yeah, man, he probably is a great fighter, but anyway, just
He said he probably is, bro.
even
Bro,
if
he
I take
probably
it,
cold as fuck, bro.
even if I take your word for it, even if like even if your homie was talking to me and you was his homie and you was breaking it down, and I took every word for it, like, and I believed every word you said wholeheartedly. Still gotta look you in your eyes, like, bro, you still not gonna win though. Like, no, I believe you. Like, no, I believe he really beat people. I believe he fast, strong, IQ crazy, underrated. Do this in the gym, he could do that. Like, no, I believe all that shit, bro. Still not gonna be anyway though. But I really believe you though, like
No,
wholeheartedly. I take your word for it. Still not gonna beat him
you
though.
not beating that nigga though.
Like,
That nigga, bro, is
like,
crazy.
bro, no, like, bro, he punched on 4 world champions in one day. I believe you. Still
It
do
don't
not beat.
matter, bro.
Still not beating me. Still not beat. I still can't pick him, gang. Like,
It don't matter.
like, I believe you punched on 4 world champions all in one day. I believe you did them all bad. Still not beating that guy.
Nah, that's a different nigga there, man. In a way, a bad motherfucker, man. Obviously undisputed at 22 right now. I mean, the man just keep it going, man. He keep getting guys out of there. I mean, if I'm gonna keep it 100, I do expect the knockout tomorrow too.
Yeah.
That's just the
You know
track
what?
he on, man.
Well, anyway, I don't even predict fights. I ask, bro, under or over 6. That's what I do. I don't even predict. I don't even act. I don't even predict this shit. And bro always say under, by the way. But we're gonna see if he go over this time.
I
So
mean,
I don't even got no prediction. You going the under? Or you going the over? I'm going the under. So what you doing?
damn,
I
man.
got, bro. I gotta go the
I'm
under.
giving man. I'm gonna be respectful to my man because my our guy. I'm 7 through 9, man.
So you gonna go over or because bro usually go the under.
7 through 9, man.
Uh-uh.
He gonna make it past halfway point.
I don't know. 9 rounds a lot.
That's a long ass time. I swear to God.
That's a lot. I don't know if you could do 9.
That's a long time. I ain't gonna lie.
Because first you got hit. You got to hope you don't get hit clean right away. Because you could go right away in 2 rounds. So first you gotta have enough defense to even wear the shot on your gloves and even take one here or there to go far. If you take a clean one, you might take a clean one, and that here or there I'm talking about, that straight be going.
That nigga,
But
man. Now, he a different breed and fighter,
I want to
man.
see him fight it. How I feel about him. That's how I feel about Jerron Busen. It's like I want to see B Norman, and I want to see Amari Barrios because I want to see him undisputed. But I don't want to see it because I think these are amazing fights. I want to see it just because his legacy. You know, he want to be undisputed. You know, he's a Philly fighter. You know, I want to, support him, want to be undisputed. But I'm not excited like these fights. Like I think these fights, like I think both of them is easy money. Like both of them is sparring sessions. Like I'm gonna be excited for the crazy fights at 54. Like the Virgil Ortiz. That's the fight like that I'm really excited. Like matchup wise, where I really I gotta break it down like to see who really gonna win and things of that nature. But like I'm excited to see Brian Norman, Mario Barr just because I know he want to be undisputed. Not because I think them fights gonna be crazy 50-50 fights. That's all easy money.
So them bitches easy. Now I do like the Brian Norman, man. I do. Obviously, you know who I got, man. I ain't picking Boots to
That's a
win.
stop you, bro. That's
I
a
do. I'm
stop
picking
you,
Boots to
bro.
win, man. I am picking Boots to win, man.
He's stopping him, bro. He not going. He's stopping him, bro. None of these guys going 12, bro. B Norman not going 12. He alright, bro. He
Look at
Boots
that
are
nigga, man. Look at this nigga, man. You see that nigga on the side right there,
wilding. Like go to sleep.
bro? You tripping, bro? I told you he's like a badass kid, bro.
They need to go to bed. Go to bed, man.
You see that nigga for he be tripping. That's the podcast mascot, man. That nigga be tripping, man.
I mean, but
Great weekend of fights, though, man. I'm excited to get this shit going, dog. Tomorrow, I was like you said, I'm still surprised it's a Friday night, but again, Canelo he gonna get it Saturday.
yeah,
So
I'm just excited to see anyway, just because I didn't get a chance to watch him in a minute because I don't get to watch him fight live because nobody getting up at early. Even though I did get up for Cool Boy, but outside of that, I probably watched him one time in his last 5 fights. Like that's
Man,
to be a top 5 fighter, like that's bad. But now I get to finally see the skills live and break down the skills live and not look at the highlights and see the little subtle shit you doing there. So
no, yeah, back in the U.S., so he gonna fight at a regular time, and it's a good card. You got Espinoza defending his belt, Emiliano Vargas back on there, so it's a good card too. So, hey man, these 3 nights of fights, man, with good ass cards, good ass fighters on there. It's gonna be a good night, man. Good few nights. I might get on here and do like some reaction videos too, man. Be on the lookout for them. Might get them bitches out like right after the fight. Put them bitches out.
no, definitely. Like I said, that's our fight predictions. You mean I'm looking to go 3 for 3 tomorrow night. I'm looking to go 3 for 3 with Ryan Haney and Tio. But I don't mind going 2-1 and Rolly the one. I will say that. And Rolly the one, I don't mind going 2-1 because I'm gonna still feel like I went 3 for 3 at heart.
Would a Rolly get the win?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna still feel like at heart I went 3 for 3. But
Put Rolly.
like I said, he got a good shot, bro. My man Rolly up there, bro. He gonna be me. He might pull it off. Might get the job done, or Ryan might just stop him in like 3 rounds. But
Dog.
you know,
For sure, man. We back at it. Be on the lookout for the reaction videos and bitches dropping after the fights each night. Yeah, we back at it. We might got what? Shit, I was gonna say prediction episode on Sunday, but shit, it's a fight card on Sunday.
yeah. Uh,
We do some Monday shit or we
I
hop on
mean,
the Tuesday live.
yeah. Just know Tuesday we gonna have a lot to fucking talk about.
Man.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about. That episode. Just make sure y'all tune in Tuesday, man. That's gonna be the best episode yet out of all the lives yet to me, in my opinion. That's gonna be the shit where, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of shit. We're gonna have the Canelo, the 3 fights, the anyway fight, the damn, the heavyweight,
Yeah, Coley now.
but Coley. I mean, talk about Emiliano, talk about Espinoza. So it's like we'll have a lot of stuff to talk about, especially if some upsets happen. Who knows? Hopefully, we get some upsets.
Man.
You
Your
mean?
highlights on the way. Be on the lookout for them highlights. Them boys dropping.
Yeah, definitely.
YouTube should go up this weekend.
Tomorrow, that should need to go up.
Man, we need 100K video right quick.
But that's that.
Let's get it. We'll be back at it. Shit.